Right, hopefully this goes live and people can see it. Alright, thank you. Did charity volunteering earlier at the animal shelter. So back now, so that's why I'm streaming at this time of day, because got some other stuff I need to do a bit later. Just open my iced coffee. Right, so play a bit of Days Gone. So I streamed this, I think, back in October or whenever it was. September, sort of October time, and this is quite fun. This it's kind of a bit like The Last of Us slash Sawmill, don't know. Sort of a bit like The Last of Us slash the Mad Max game. Some of the like the crafting type stuff's a bit Red Dead Redemption as well. Right, might as well carry on that particular one. It's just put me on Westwise. Says there's some enemies nearby.
I can use these.
He doesn't look that much like Snake. I think it depends on the angle you see him. He doesn't have an eye patch. Oh, there's the wolves. Oh, there they are. That was way too much org ammo wasted on those wolves, but okay.
Okay, here we go.
Right, Miss Co-Hunter Val?
Fresh meat.
All right, Nick. All right, good. So this is sent out to people because there's people coming on. So yeah, I'm not doing a webcam stream today. I'm just streaming some Days Gone because, like I said, I've been out volunteering earlier, so I just wanted to sort of get home and play some games. So I thought I'll just stream it while I'm playing it. Because again, I started playing this again yesterday, and I forgot how much I enjoyed it. You know, because I played a load and I was streaming it a couple of months ago. Then real life got in the way of kind of playing more of it and whatever, and then thought, oh yeah, I'll boot that up again. And then, you know, it was where, you know, when you have one of those days where you're not feeling, like I wasn't feeling bad yesterday, but, you know, just where you don't feel that motivated. And I was playing some of this and actually feeling quite good. Yeah, that's just the way it is now, isn't it? But, like, again, the gas mask is a bit over the top, but yeah, people have been acid attacks and that in London. And again, the stab vest isn't a joke at all, like, how bad it is in places where you might want a stab vest. Oh, hello, what's happened here?
More bounties.
Oh, maybe it was me that killed these and I just didn't get all their ears. I didn't actually realise up until recently you could actually pick the ears up while you're on the motorbike, which means obviously you don't have to keep getting off for them, which is handy. Now, for the people who haven't played this, your motorbike, you have to keep refueling it, and it does eat through fuel quite quickly. So a lot of the time in this, you kind of just want to coast the bike along, rather than, you know, full-on throttling it a lot of the time. So, like, obviously, where I'm going downhill, for example, I don't want to keep accelerating it now, because it just wastes the fuel. I mean, you do find fuel in quite a lot of places, but it's one of those things that, because I can't store fuel on my bike, you know, I'm always a bit cautious about wasting it. Yes, there's something over there. But the cheapo Chinese Geiger counter I wanted to review came today. So that was really impressive because I bought it last Saturday and I don't think they dispatched it till the Sunday. So from China, it got to an airport in China, to the UK, and delivered today in about 4 or 5 days from when I ordered it. 6 days maximum, really. So yeah, that was really impressive. And it does seem quite nice, this Geiger counter, for a cheapo one. So I want to do a video on this Geiger counter, as it is, out the box. Then do another one comparing it to some of the other Chinese Geiger counters. You know, as in sort of the other cheaper ones around the similar price range, like the sub $100 sort of models. And then I'm going to do another video on it where I update the firmware on it with custom firmware that you can get for it, which apparently makes it even better. But I want to obviously do like an out-of-the-box kind of review of it first before going into anything about updating it. Don't know what enemy that was then that flashed up red just now, because I can't see anything there at all. It says I'm kind of going into a dangerous area up here, so I'm just going to check out there's zombies. Swarmers, whatever they call them in the game. I do like the fact that crossbows are good in this, even if the guy reloads the crossbow with one hand like it's a super low draw weight. And as we've said loads of times in things, in reality a crossbow is, if you could draw a crossbow like that with one hand really easily to cock it, it wouldn't really have much power at all. But, you know, it's a game, whatever. I think that tree down there is one of the ones that gives me bolts, so I'm going to just grab some more from that tree. Yeah, it is. And we'll see what's in that car boot while I'm there as well. Oh yeah, I've got an upgrade now, which is quite nice. It means you sometimes get multiple things each time you loot something. Like a plant, which is actually really useful, because it means that you can sometimes get, like with that one, enough crafting materials to, I think, make nearly 10 crossbow bolts per, like, one tree you harvest. Still says there's a risk of, like, enemies nearby. Oh, there's one. I mean, again, I could just ignore them, but they give you XP when you kill them, so I might as well. Oh, he's coming right for me.
Good night.
Yeah, like, yeah, he literally pulls that string back with, like, 2 fingers, which in reality would mean there's, like, no, no draw weight to it at all. Oh, a medkit that I've already got. Actually, tell you what, because I'm not at full health, and I'm at full medkits, might as well just waste a proper medkit there to grab that one.
I can always use this.
Right, let's carry on then. Do I need any more cedar things, or am I full? Yeah, I'm full. Right, let's carry on to that quest thing then. Oh, it's starting to get dark now, which means we'll run into a lot more zombies. Some of the Chinese ones are genuinely good that are cheap, because they're brand new. If you have a look at some of the videos I've reviewed of the Chinese ones, there are some actual pretty good, like, Chinese industrial masks that, like, come from decent factories in China, you know, not like some of the Chinese, like, Temu tier stuff. So yeah, there's some of those. Other than the ones from China, there are, like, industrial style masks you can sometimes get from, like, hardware stores that are fairly good quality for what they are. There's a collectible over there.
Another micro recorder. One of these is gonna explain what the hell you guys are doing out here.
Agent Sinclair reporting. Corp's disposal site, 13 Beta. Supervising the unloading and disposal of cargo. You never get used to the smell, do you? Trains have been running non-stop, and all the current sites are almost to capacity. I've put in Rex to open up more federal land.
Well, is that the Romanian mask? No, I've not replaced the lenses on mine. I know some people have the issue that they've gone quite orange over time.
Side note, to Burns.
Good.
I was right, asshole.
Yeah, I don't know, Saint. I haven't changed any of the settings prior to starting this stream. Don't forget though, YouTube does unsub people quite frequently, so it could be that. If YouTube's unsubbed you and then resubbed you, it's gonna not count.
To keep this site in our back pocket. I knew it was going to be bad, but no one believed me. I guess you all believe me now.
Just have a look what that point of interest is over there.
Jesus.
What's this then?
Okay, let's take a look around. All right, where? There you are. This is it.
Yeah, the FMJ08's good. But yeah, if you're in the US where you're having to pay stupid tariffs on it, then it's probably not worth however much it costs.
You're mine now.
Why did the footprints in there then?
Gotta take a closer look.
Oh, hello.
Oh, Jesus, something went down. Wonder if the poor bastards had anything worth looking for.
Well, AliExpress is one of the few places you can buy direct from China. All you're really doing if you buy off of other places is just basically paying a drop shipper to do it for you.
At last.
I've never had any issues with AliExpress whatsoever.
Ammo.
Like I said, that doesn't mean that other people might not have issues. I'm just saying that personally, I've had no issues with AliExpress. Everything, I think, except one or two orders turned up in the thing. The other orders where I had issues, I was just refunded, no worries. So, you know, it's one of those things where I can't really complain about AliExpress at all.
Yes.
Is there any more to this, or was it just that thing I just looted there? I didn't even see what I looted off of that body. Oh well. Yeah, with the 05, you need to make sure you get the version with the like NATO thread, really, like the export variant. Because obviously, if I'm thinking of the right mask, because the problem is with some of the Chinese ones, they have like a GOST one for their domestic market, and then like a lot of them have 40mm NATO Stanag, you know, like export ones, and obviously you want to get the export one if you're in a Western country because you can get the filters way cheaper for it. I think I can stealth kill them. Yeah, save wasting a bolt on them. Cool, yep. Like I said, the FMJ08 is basically an S10. it's so much of a copy of the S10 that most of the S10's accessories clip onto it absolutely fine. Oh, I don't need to take my bike over here. Okay, then I can just walk over here. Yeah, I'm just trying to think if there's any other masks that you can get easily, you know, in like... but yeah, if you're in the US, you can get, if you go like people we were on about the other day, was it Lowe's? Lowe's sell masks.
O'Brien, this has got to be it.
Most of the masks Lowe's sells are like 3M half face mask style masks, but I think they do sell 1 or 2 full face masks.
Sarge, how about we make an unscheduled stop on our way back? A couple of sample traps I want to check.
Hey, Doc, how long before your job's done?
I'm not a doctor. I keep telling you that.
Sorry, Lieutenant O'Brien. How long are we gonna be here?
As long as it takes, Corporal.
Anything inside the shop? Oh, I can't even get in it.
I saw something on our approach. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah?
Probably nothing. Fresh carry, maybe.
Okay, Doc. Lieutenant, don't become carrion yourself.
Only animals can become carrion, Corporal, not humans. You guys checked the perimeter, right?
Yeah, it's clear.
Well, that's the person you elected in the US. You know, this is the thing where Trump's going on about how all this stuff is making Americans richer. I don't know if that's actually true. I did watch his very weird Christmas message today, saying about Trump. I don't want to get too political on a stream like this, but, you know, it's kind of funny how it's meant to be a Christmas, you know, goodwill to all men kind of, you know, Christmas message, and it was all the foreigners, and Joe Biden, and I'm the greatest president. And then, like, right at the end, it was like, oh, and I wish you a very Merry Christmas. Is that guy gonna ever fucking look away? I don't think you can stealth kill these guys either, can you?
I heard something.
Fuck's sake.
Lieutenant O'Brien, field note 2006. On approach to the landing site, I observed a large swarm of insects moving into my surprise. Clearing away.
They've got M50s on those guys.
Since I could not discern what was attracting the insects, but from the size of the swarm, recent
But how would you do them though, Retro Delights? Because if you 3D print them, they don't actually, they're not airtight, that's the problem. The only way I know that you could legit do them is sort of essentially gluing together a female NATO thing to like a male, essentially Ghost screw thread.
speculation as to Tabanus Atratus is confirmed. Lots of horseflies here. I'm glad to have the suit on, let me tell you. Carrion is still mostly intact and appears to be Odocoileus minus or mule deer, as if anybody could check that. Striation of the larger muscle masses indicate infection of hooligan strain HB. We'll take sample to confirm.
But yeah, you didn't answer my things. Again, 3D printing you can't use for stuff like that. Because, again, the people you'd have to ask are the people that are really into 3D printing, but supposedly, because 3D printing is too porous, it can't ever be used for mask parts. Again, like I said, you'd have to discuss that with people into 3D printing, but I've always been told you can't 3D print mask parts because it always lets stuff through. I'm actually going over to him. Sorry, I was getting distracted by the chat. Again, not saying you're wrong, I'm just saying I don't really know.
Torn apart by freaks. If you lived a few more weeks, you might have become one yourself. Now, whether that been something.
Got a PAPR on his back.
What do you want? Stay back.
I just want to talk.
Nero Protocol 2-7 states clearly that if conducting operations in quarantine zones, that if I encounter any civilians or civilians, that I'm forbidden from making contact.
Really? See, that sounded to me like... making contact.
Yes. Yes, it did.
You're alive.
Yes. I am.
How? How are you alive,
What?
O'Brien?
I don't understand.
Okay, you were there that night. Farewell. The next night, refugee
Nero
camp.
Protocol
The choppers
2-7
were
states
burning.
that
Everyone was dead. They were slaughtered, torn limb
Nero
from goddamn limb.
Protocol
All right,
2
listen up. We're gonna do this the easy way or the hard way. The easy way, we have a little chat. You give me the information that I need, and then you go back to digging your way through freaker shit or whatever the hell else you're doing out here. The hard way. I crack open that little spacesuit, and then we see what your friends out there have to say about you breathing in all this contaminated air. So what's it gonna be, O'Brien?
Yes. Okay. Okay.
You remember the rooftop of the old brewery?
Okay, yeah,
I
interesting.
put a woman on your
Yeah.
chopper. She was wounded.
Yes. I remember a knife wound. She was cut pretty bad.
I went to the refugee camp that you said you were taking her to. Everyone was dead, so I'm gonna ask you again. How did you survive?
We weren't there. We were diverted south to another camp. Like you said, the camp in Belknap was overrun, so they moved us south to a camp outside of Silver Lake.
Were there survivors?
You mean now? I don't know. I was transferred to the research unit.
Did she
Oh,
survive?
wait. I can find out. I can check. You have one of our radios. That's how you... I can't promise anything, but I'll check.
And I'm gonna go with you.
No,
Come on.
you can't. Please, you don't... Hey, you don't understand. They'll fucking shoot you.
Not before I shoot you.
Okay, look, if you're gonna fucking kill me, do it, okay? I did my job. Did the woman your wife? I put her on oxygen. I gave her an IV. I kept her alive. I got in a lot of trouble for that. She was septic. She wasn't gonna make it, but I got her to the MASH unit. I saved her goddamn life.
O'Brien, report.
I have to go. Please, you have to get out of here. You don't know these men. You don't know what they're
Ryan?
capable of.
If I don't hear from you, I don't care how long it takes. I'm gonna track you down. And I'm gonna do a lot worse than snap off an antenna.
I'm sorry about your wife. But you're not the only one who lost someone that night.
I assume he means the outsert clips, but I don't know.
O'Brien, he's alive. How the hell is he alive? They were diverted south. He said that he put her on oxygen, he gave her an IV, he kept her alive. She was septic, so she wasn't gonna make it, but he got her to a MASH unit. He saved her life. He said it. He said he saved her life. She can still be. She... No.
Got him.
No.
Got him.
But O'Brien is alive. If he is, maybe...
Not moving, huh? He's hiding. Get him.
I gotta reload. They're out of ammo left.
What's that?
Oh my god.
Deke,
I saw
you there?
Booze man. A few days ago, I asked you if you were not a hero asshole O'Brien.
Yeah, Deke, it's all kind of a blur.
Yeah, okay. Get some shut-eye, booze man. I'll tell you about it later.
When are we riding out of here, Deke?
Soon, Boozer. Real soon. Look, as soon as your arm heals, we're gonna be riding the hell out of here.
Yeah, Deke. Okay.
Even there's a guy upstairs somewhere.
Deke, you there? Had some time on my hands? Made you some shit.
Boozer, thank you. Yeah, I'll stop by when I can. Deacon out. Could make something out of this. O'Brien. Are you out there? O'Brien! Oh, you son of a bitch, you better radio me. You hear me, O'Brien? I know you're on this channel. God damn it. Okay, you better get back to me or I'm going to track you down. You got that? Oh, God damn it. Oh, come on, O'Brien! Get back to me.
It was only like 5 minutes ago you last spoke to him.
Deke, you there? Did you track down the chopper? Was it the same guy, the one we saw on the roof that night?
Yeah. Yeah, it was him.
And did he remember us? Sarah, what happened?
I don't know. They got diverted south. He remembered her, but he doesn't know what happened to her.
You're not... You don't think she's still alive?
What? No. I mean, no. Look, I'm not stupid, Boozer. I just want to find out, you know, what happened to her. Where she died.
I thought I've already done that quest, but I'll go back to it because it's showing up on my thing.
Maybe you can finally, I don't know, find some peace.
I don't need to find any peace. Jesus, Boozer. I gotta go, all right? Deacon out.
Let's go see what that question mark is, because that's normally like a point of interest.
Vagrant camp. Bastards have been ambushing all the supply runs around here, haven't you? Freaks and marauders, yeah. Go kill each other.
Oh yeah, right there.
Here you are. Damn it!
Still a point of interest in flashing up. Go back to my bike and move on. Weren't you asking though just now about a gas mask you could buy? So I don't see how you could be on about wanting to buy a gas mask and say you can't afford to buy 3D printed things, but whatever. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because he was asking about what gas masks were like cheap and alright, but if you can't buy them, then why bother asking? Alright, yeah, I see what you mean, yeah. Can you, yeah, you can actually shoot at them from on the bike. Yeah, it's, that's one of the things that, the mechanic's a bit weird shooting on the bike. So like, I've done it a few times, but I never really got, oh shit, hello. Yeah, let's not look at that point of interest right now. Hello. I'll say hello properly in a moment where I'm not being overrun by these fuckers. Yeah, I don't actually know what that point of interest was, but not a good time to look at it. Yeah, it's very 28 days later when you're going through these tunnels. Right, am I far enough away from them now? Yeah, anyway, you're right, Forging Fort. Is there anything in there that's worth grabbing? So I've already done this one. I'm just wondering if, again, there's anything that's spawned in here. That...
Another Nero.
Oh, cool! I completely missed the injector that was here. That's why it was still white on the thing. Probably just keep doing stamina because stamina's generally just useful for when you're sprinting about, not on the motorbike. Ooh. Welcome to the party, pal.
That'll do it.
Yeah, so well, these are like running zombies in this, but yeah, whatever. Again, they kind of remind me a bit of the Will Smith I Am Legend vampires. Because the ones in the actual book, I think, are more like Romero zombies, even though it predated. The book predated George A. Romero stuff. Oh, police cars sometimes have ammo in the back. But yeah, yeah, like I said, this game's just kind of a mishmash of lots of various things. Like I said, it's kind of a bit Last of Us, a bit of the Mad Max game, a bit Red Dead when you're like crafting stuff and looking for like the little like consumable things in the forest. Oh, I haven't looked at that point of interest up there. Historical marker. Alright, let's just do that while I'm here. I also need to find some fuel.
Stay out of the way.
Oh, I'm going to be damaging my motorbike doing that. But yeah, like I said, this is one of those games I didn't expect much going into it, and I bought it when it was on a sale, and then I've actually found it surprisingly good when I've been playing it. Because yeah, I was just thinking it was going to be a very generic kind of like zombie game where you had a motorbike. I didn't realise it was actually open world, and
Interesting.
yeah, I've played a lot of War Thunder, but I haven't played it in ages, and I'm not going to get back into it, seeing as it's just a grinding, you know, simulator. And nearly all my friends that play it non-stop whinge about how much they hate it, but keep going back to it. I guess just like any sort of addiction. So, yeah. I assume I have done this cave that's there. I'll have a quick look. No, it's not really much of a cave, is it? It's just a little, right. Well, just radio codes are really good. Yeah. Like I said, to be honest, if I have to be honest, like obviously, my radio code 101 and 102 was sent to me for free by radio code, but I didn't have to say they were any good or anything. I just genuinely like them, and I would actually buy a radio code if I had to buy one again. But like I said, because I also got the Mizal free, but that wasn't sent to me by the company. That was just sent to me as a gift, and that is again very good, and I'd recommend them. But radio codes are, you know, more competitively priced. I've got Surrounded, but barely started it yet, so it's again one of those games and I've got a bit of time I'm going to have to get into. But yeah, my Chinese cheapo counter, the what's it called, came today. The Bocian FS5000. So I'm going to do a review of that later. Again, I'm a few days in advance. So I'm going to do a review of the Bocian. Then I'm going to do a review of it compared to other cheapo Chinese counters. And then I will do a video, if it lets me do it, putting the custom Rad Pro firmware on and seeing how much better it is with a custom firmware. And again, it's still not going to be as good as a... Oh, hello! But yeah, it's not going to be as good as the Radia code, obviously, but it's still one of those things that, you know, it seems like it's quite impressive for like a cheapo Chinese one. Like, it maxes out at 50 millisieverts an hour, which is about 5 Rontgen. So it's not actually you know, it's not actually like a really low-end meter. The problem with a lot of the Chinese ones, like the cheap Chinese ones, the first like generation of them used to max out at 99.99 microsieverts, which is fucking nothing, even though they had actually quite good GM tubes in them. They just had awful firmware. Some of the later ones got to about 10 millisieverts, like, you know, 1 millisievert and then up to 10 millisieverts. But this thing actually looks like it might be quite good. I've heard other people recommend this one. Oh, there's a point of interest there, but there's... Hello. Oh no. Sir, do not redeem me, sir. Oh no. Oh. How does that work? Oh, there's flashbang. I didn't even know you got flashbangs in this. Let's test it out.
Ready for this?
I don't think... Oh yeah, it did do something.
Catch!
No, sir, do not redeem me.
Come on!
Okay, the Styrorg is genuinely fucking good in this. It saved me quite a few times because of the fact it's actually automatic. Right, what sort of price range are you thinking of for good price? Because the problem with NVGs is they get very expensive very quickly. So, like, for example, that one I've got is really, really nice. The ADNV one. G14P2 or whatever it's called. I can never remember its exact designation. But that one is one that, you know, is like a few fucking grand. Like NVGs, unless you want... Oh, fuck's sake. Unless you want something that's just like an infrared binocular you can use with an IR torch, which again you don't have to pay silly money for. With NVGs, you're generally looking at over £1,000 or dollars for something competent. But if you just want something you can look through with an IR like illuminator, there are quite a lot of fairly good cheap civilian like grade stuff that, you know, like various Chinese companies make. There's one in the UK, if it's still around, called Night Fox that did decentish little binoculars like that. And again, they're just in like the £100 to £200 price range, those sort of ones. But obviously you need to use those with, oh look, we're gonna burn. But yeah, so it just really depends what you mean by sort of good for your budget sort of thing, because like I said, night vision is just one of those annoying things that just when you start getting into the like, you know, stuff that's really good,
Doesn't look too bad.
the money goes up really, really quickly with night vision. Because again, it's just because there's not much of a civilian market that companies have to compete with each other for. And old school night vision was just analog technology, so it wasn't really scalable. Because it's essentially like CRT monitor style stuff with... Oh, what's this place? Yeah, what's this place? Oh, it's just one of like the outlaw camps I've already been to. Get out of here, stalker. Oh, right. Oh, I'm out of fucking fuel. Oh no. Oh no. Right, let's hope I can find some gas.
This is Radio Free Oregon. The truth shall set you free. This Earth is a gift for us all, to use as we see fit, to provide for ourselves and our families. I'm not saying this. It's the Lord that gave us dominion over it. But that wasn't enough for some men. They wanted more. When our fuel got low, they jacked up the prices so they could consolidate power into their own hands. So, we wanted to dams for electricity. But their precious runs of salmon were more important than heating our homes. We wanted to cut a few trees to build those homes. But the nests of a few spotted owls were more important than the entire timber industry. Now the feds have gone to ground. Let's just say we've eliminated the middleman. No one can stop us from taking what's rightfully ours. This is Mark Copeland for Radio Free Oregon. Don't believe the lies.
Your name's Copeland.
Problem is, and it's kind of a good mechanic, in this game, when you're shooting, it makes noise, which attracts more zombies. But obviously, when you're in a really bad situation, you need to shoot to keep yourself alive. You might need a trait for that. I've only ever seen fuel cans when I've physically got close enough to see them and like spotted them using like that alert, like mechanic like that. So it's probably, yeah, it's probably one of the like skill points unlocks a thing where it shows up. But generally you don't have to go all that far to find fuel. Right, is there anything worth crafting while I'm here, just to no. Might be scrap in there, so I open that up. Let me have a look. I missed that. So the tow truck. I'm just going to check anything else out while I'm here. Oh, a crossbow bolt. Yeah, I'll take that back. Alright, where's the tow truck? What, the one on the bridge? I'm just trying to see where like a proper tow truck is. I can see like park ranger things and like pickup trucks. I don't see a tow truck. Unless you saw it and I just completely moved my camera away from it when I went past it. What, around here somewhere? £500. If you're really lucky, a basic Gen 2 unit you might get on an auction at surplus for that price. But for the most part, you're either going to get old military Gen 1 pluses at that price, which aren't going to be that impressive, or you can just spend under 100 and get like a cheap digital one and use an IR illuminator with it. Hang on, I've got a message I need to reply to. Oh, I see what you mean. If I spot a tow truck, there's fuel in it. I get what you mean. Sorry, I thought you meant I was next to one. Right. Let's just go up here and check what was up this side of the thing. Oh. That was a total miss. Yeah, there might be a tow truck up here, so let's go have a look. Sometimes you get them in the boot of cars, I think, as well. Oh, I can get some ammo out of that police car at least. Repair that before it breaks, because then I'm going to really be in trouble. Right, hopefully there's some ammo in here, because then I can at least get some more ammo for my guns. Yeah, right, cool. I'm just going to use one of the proper medkits up, because I tend to come across medkits more frequently than I actually use them. So I might as well make use of one here. Total miss. Look at that military style truck. Nothing on that. Alright, let's go back to the bike and just push it along then. Have a quick look at that pickup down there. There's a can in the back. But no, nothing I actually need. Can I fast travel at the moment, or do I have to literally, yeah, I could suppose be next to my bike. So I said, I know I can, if I get to a town, I know I can get a mechanic to fetch the bike for me. But, I was just wondering if I could fast travel there now. But... So yeah, now I'm on the bike. Can I fast travel? No. Might as well carry on towards the objective I was doing anyway then. The objective will probably have fuel in it, because it's like a camp type thing, isn't it? Gun laws in England are shit, as you probably know. And the government constantly just tries to make them worse, so So the only thing I could recommend monocular-wise is like the night spot style ones. And again, you're gonna have to use an IR like flashlight with those, but at least it'll actually work for probably what you want it for. Oh, there's fuel. Right, okay, let's fuel up the bike. I'm not going to be on stupidly longer. Yeah, let's get the bike refueled.
Oh, here we go. Good.
Oh, it's Gen 1, so they're equal to other Gen 1s. They're not... I wouldn't say they're crap, they're a product of their time. But yeah. The problem is, like I said, you're not going to make much use of a Gen 1 thing now, because Gen 1 basically does require you to have an IR illuminator on at basically all times, or have quite bright, starry night. But yeah, when I had a I got to play about with a PNV, what are they called? Oh, what's the name of them? Is it PNV 57s? Let me have a look. Try to remember what they're called now. Is it? I think it might be a PNV 57. Yeah, when I got a chance to play with some PNV 57Es, they're surprisingly good for Gen 1 pluses. I've got a set of PNV 57As, and they're Gen 0. They're basically ones that require you to have an IR light on at all times, because they can see visible light and they can see infrared, but they can't really amplify light to any degree at all. So they were designed that, you know, the tank crewman or whatever would have their IR searchlight running while they, like, you know, moved it about.
Hey, me again. Boozer says that I shouldn't come up here anymore. He keeps asking me what good's it do, and maybe he's right, I don't know. He got hurt pretty bad the other day. We ran into some rippers who burned the hell out of his arm, and it looks pretty bad. I broke into one of those, what the hell do you call them? The mobile medical units? I mean, I got him sterile bandages. And I hope it's enough, you know? But Boozer, you know, he says he's fine, but I don't think so. Shit looks pretty bad to me. See, the thing is, it was on me. I risked his life for a bike part. Goddamn bike part. Not that it mattered. The son of a bitch Copeland parted it out anyway. Took me a year to put that bike together. You would have liked it. It's not as nice as the one that I taught you to ride on, but it got me around. Do you remember that tank that you had painted for me? Oh, that was the only thing left of that old hog, and now it's gone too. As soon as we get it back together, my bike, and get Boozer patched up, we're gonna ride north. Fresh start. Yeah, a lot of memories around here. Too many.
Yeah, let me have a look at that.
Anyway,
Sounds interesting.
I guess I'm just saying that, I might not see you again, you know?
Yeah, people, I was just having a look, people who've got it and have also had other, like, more expensive NVGs seem to like the NVG 30. So yeah, does sound kind of interesting. What does sound cool with it is apparently you can change the colour of the phosphor screen. Or, you know, just the colour it displays to your eye. If it's obviously it's digital, so it's not using an old phosphor screen, but you know what I mean. So that's pretty cool. So you can run it in, like, black and white mode or, like, green mode or whatever. So yeah, that does actually sound quite good. Like I said, it seems to be one that most people who have actually bought them and played about with them seem to think they're quite good, those NVG 30s. Like I said, I hadn't really heard of them before, actually. But yeah, that does sound like kind of the middle ground of spending a bit more money and getting something decent without breaking the bank. So like I said, the problem with a lot of night vision is the really genuinely good stuff you're going to have to spend a lot of money on. Sadly, it's one of those things that, you know, there's not really a market for stuff that's fairly good and fairly well priced. Well, you can just get thermal drones anyway. Because there's loads of Ukrainian videos where they've got either thermal cameras on FPVs or thermal cameras on quadcopters for dropping grenades and ramming them into Mobics. Fill up again before I take the bike down there.
Needed this.
Then I'll head off fairly soon.
Good.
And that place here, I think I need to do a jump to get to. I think you have to, like, jump there to there. And I don't think my bike's good enough to do it yet, because I died every time I tried to do that jump. I won't start another quest while I'm streaming. Just because of the fact that it's going to take too long. I might go to... yeah, let's fast travel to that place, and then I can sell some stuff. And I can just refuel my bike there. And then, yeah, then I'll end the stream fairly soon. Because, like I said, the problem is I've got other stuff I need to do today, so,
Open the gate.
I know. Let him in.
Deacon, been keeping an eye on that gas tank. The one with the custom paint job you've been asking about.
What's up, Manny?
Hey, you take good care of her.
I think I've already got mine as high as it will go without me having, like, the higher trust levels, or whatever it's called, from these people, yeah. But can I,
Should have more stuff later.
sell them some stuff and get my
I'll be
trust
here if you
level a
need
bit
me. What's
higher?
up?
Hey.
Can I buy any more ammo, or am I full on ammo? Buy
That'll
a little
last
bit
you.
more pistol ammo. Right.
Okay. Thanks.
Oh. Hey.
Hey, how's the camper's life?
So if I sell all, how much will that give me? Does it tell you? No, shoot, I don't see
Cool.
until it comes through.
Looks like you've been busy.
That's all I got.
The problem with this stuff is it's like it doesn't make it obvious how much
Yippers.
money you're going to get when you do
See you,
sell all.
man.
So this, so that would be $40 for, or cents, whatever that is, for the or credits. I think it's just meant to be because it's like post-apocalyptic, isn't it? So that would be 30 trust for those. You still get a fair bit for some of these, yeah. So I'll just do sell all and see how much I
That's
get.
it for now.
Yeah, it went up about $200, didn't it? Yeah, annoyingly, I'm still trust level 1, so I want to get that up one more level, and then I can get some better bike parts. No jobs available for Copeland. Right, cool. Anyway, I'll head off now because, like I said, I have got stuff I need to get done today. But yeah, have a good day, everybody. But yeah, anyway, have a good day. I will see everyone. Like I said, I've got some Geiger counter videos now I want to film, so they'll probably be the next. Again, it won't be till near Christmas for those videos, because I'm already up to about the 23rd of December with videos I've already filmed and scheduled. But, yeah, there's going to be a couple of Geiger counter videos just in a row when I get all the Bocian detector videos done. So I probably won't film one today, but tomorrow I'll probably get a few different videos filmed of it. You know, like the review of it on its own as it comes out the box, doing a video comparing and contrasting it to some other Chinese Geiger counters, like the cheap end ones, and then, yeah, basically just then seeing if I can do the custom firmware on it and how much better it works when it's got custom firmware on. Right, have a good day, everybody, and see you all tomorrow or whenever.